Welcome in MacGyver Engineering. Today, again, another video about making something that is life-threatening, very stupid idea, and probably it will work. And yeah, it's fun as well, and it's very cheap. First of all, so this lawnmower I picked up from trash, and except broken wheels and a little bit of problem with the engine, it's perfect. Well, maybe not including rust and so on. The engine is a little bit different from what I have in my lawnmower. Honestly, my engine lawnmower is in a worse condition than this one. This one is at least complete. Um, but since I would have two, and I don't want to have two, I want something extra, I decided to make it into something different. So right now, as you can see, I removed the engine from the chassis and I built this thing over here. It's basically, channel iron, all scrap pieces, nothing special. This one here is extendable, and this is welded. This is cast iron hub from a washing machine with very substantial bearings, so it should with no problems whatsoever um, take the forces that are applied to it. It is welded by me using the special electrodes for cast iron, and I think it's strong enough. The pulleys are made on my drill press, both of them. There are some videos that are showing more or less the process, how I'm performing that construction. And this is the original blade that was attached to this lawnmower. And yeah, it's upside down right now, never mind. So the thing is, I want something that would go through the bushes, higher than those even, with a half exposed blade, so it would chop everything in front of it and just knock it down. And something that I could very easily lift up. You should never lift up blades on a machine like this one, because it's very dangerous. I mean, yeah, it's dangerous if you loan your backyard where the children are playing somewhere around, but I'm not going to use that in that kind of circumstances. So this thing right now, it's not welded yet, so I'm a little bit afraid of showing it up. I can easily lift it up to here without tilting the engine very much out of level. And yeah, in the next turn I'm going to make a cover for this one with a sled here along the blade, so when the sled will go down on the ground, the sled will hold it just a little bit above, so it will not dig into ground all the time. Yeah, so this is how it starts. I don't know yet how it will end, but we will see in a short. And this is the first try, and I'm absolutely how can I say, surprised. It's not enough to say surprised. I'm really positively surprised by how it turns out. I just turned it on for for the first ride because it basically sucks when you make a video and and then nothing works and then you have to delete it. It's better to go and first check if it works and then share it with the world. So as you can see, the front cover that I did to protect myself from the blade, at least partially, is done by cutting off the front of the chassis of the lawnmower and flipping it back to front. And yeah, the wheels are still on the with this pieces of bar sticking out because I'm still not sure if I will keep it this way. I didn't go over more complicated terrain with that, so I'm not really sure if it will work or not. Now the center of gravity was something that I was kind of concerned, if the engine should be more in front or in the back, so this wheels should also maybe be turned back or forth. But no, right now this the way it is perfect. Basically all the weight is in the front. All I need to do is pull down on it, and not very strong, because as you can see the lever is quite long. It is quite high, but this is on purpose, because I will never operate that basically like it is right now, even though it can work like this. Most of the time it's tilted at least like 30 degrees like that, and I will show you the run right now, how it works, and I'm really astonished how it works. It came by surprise, really. I thought it will be more cumbersome, but it turns out perfect. So let's take a run. Yeah, it's still covered with oil, so there will be a lot of smoke, and I didn't have a proper gasoline, so right now it's running on a two-stroke mixture, so there'll be a little bit smoke coming from the exhaust pipe and from the engine itself, but this is really not because there is something wrong with that. So let me start it up, and let's take a run. So these weeds stick up as much as like 3.5–4 meters up. So it's not a small weed we are dealing with. Another thing is, you can basically rest it down on the floor. It's about 2 centimeters up, and it will really nicely clean every root, and you know that it's just sticking out. Yeah, let me just add some speed. And it goes really light. Yeah, so this is how it works, and I cannot say enough. I would spend 5 minutes with the weed whacker going through this, then using the other mower to knock it even lower. With this, I mean, this I did by the first run, and I was so amazed by that I couldn't stop. And then I realized there is no intake cover or filter on the engine, and that's why I basically came back to making videos. I will maybe show some few more shots of that, and I will close this video. Okay, so I'm run out of gas. Final conclusion for the first episode. Um, do your welds a little better because the guard went off. I tried to be fancy, so I just drilled a hole through the bottom and welded it through the hole into this galvanized steel. I cleaned it up, but you cannot ever remove all this galvanized stuff. The belt is, I just tightened it up. I don't know why it actually let go. There should not be a problem with that. There is a tensioning. I show you on the other side. There is a tensioning mechanism over here. This bolt with the this threaded bar into this. Maybe there was something at the end of it that, let's say, it gave support at the beginning, but then it let go or something like that. All the other welds are okay. They are ugly as hell, but they are okay. So right now what left is to finish job with this guard stuff and maybe paint it, because it gives you this feeling of fulfillment when you look at something that is nicely painted. Well, maybe one more thing. I think I will put those wheels a little bit more to the side. I was thinking about going the width of the blade, but the way it is used, it really doesn't matter. At least I think so at this moment. Well, maybe one of the wheels I will move, because the blade always goes this way, so the brush always falls that way, and maybe this one will get in the way somehow. Okay, so end of speculations. More videos coming soon.